So what we will do today that I will take the lecture on the user-defined function today, and what will we do about the triggers that I will tell you at the end of this lecture. So let's start for today for user-defined functions. So functions are, whether you are in a C# or JavaScript or Java or any language, functions are always written. It is a what can say the set of code, set of the operation, and at the end of the operation you must have any kind of a written value. So anything that you are having a written value with a set of operations under a one name is known as a function. So in the SQL, it is the same concept, and it is almost a kind of a same syntax or can say structure as well. So it is a same. So I told that what is the same. So in the user-defined function, as per the name goes, SQL Server has a two types of function, or even the .NET framework has a two type of function: system defined and the user defined. So suppose in the C# you are writing any kind of a function by your anything, suppose public string and suppose your name, and then close it as a brackets. First one is the round brackets and then the curly brackets. It is declared as a function. But in the SQL, the little bit syntax changed. Otherwise, the use is the same. But here there are little differences that SQL Server provides two types of functions. One is a table valued function, and another one is a scalar valued function. So the basic difference between both the function is the table valued functions are returns the entire table or even your customized table as well, in whichever format or whichever, even you can return the merge of 2-3 tables as well. And in the scalar you return only one value, not even a one row or one column, nothing like that, only one value. Suppose you want to top one name or can say the topper's name of your class, so that only one name you can return inside the scalar valued function. But in the table valued, if you want records of a student who scored more than 90% in the subject, so in such cases you should go for a table valued functions. So instead of working on this document today, I would love to tell you that how you can introduce a function and what to do. So let me start from the beginning, where you can find out. Just in the programmability, just below the store procedures, you will get a functions folder. If you open it, then again you will find out minimum two folders in the SQL Server 2019. One more type is added in the function is the aggregate function. Suppose you are doing a sum, average, count, and any kind of arithmetic operations on your SQL query, then you are getting a one more option of aggregate functions. So, but in this lecture we will focus on the table valued and a scalar valued only. Aggregate is somewhat same. It's kind of similar to the scalar, or even you can declare as a table as well. You can return table as well, but we are just focus on these two. So let's create a table value first. Okay, let's create a scalar one first. It is so comparatively easier one. So right click on the scalar folder, add a new scalar value. Yeah, so good part is that I am getting a ready-made syntax available for me. So that's the best part, that what I like about this. So I will go with the simple thing. Fn I don't want parameters, otherwise I can declare as parameters as well, but I don't want parameters for this query. And I need a return in varchar 30. Let's put n varchar. So let's see, select to name. Okay, let's okay. So this is my query. This is the function that I have created. Now let me just update it. Update into the database. Some error is there for me. There is some error. Let me check it. What is the error? Is it a syntax error or something else? It's included within a function. Must be a return statement. Wow. What is the problem here? I mean, it's the correct one. Let's see, then write like this way. Okay, so I forget it's the return. Okay, that's great. So now it's created. Now how you can use the function in anywhere? So simply write select star from tbo dot fn. What is the problem? I wasn't aware that first record was of mine only. Anyways, so yeah, to use a function, this is a kind of a syntax. Complete syntax is like this. Once you create it, then after, this is a way to use it. Select and then put a function name. If you have any parameters, then give the parameters. Let's see this. Let's write one UDF with a parameter 1, but in a table valued. So let's try what we can write here in this one. Wow. Okay. Table. Table. Yeah. Okay, let's see that whether how it's. I hope it will execute. Okay, completed. Great. So now let's see. Yeah, so these are the syntaxes for if you are having a table valued, then put a star, otherwise directly use the function. So yep. Why I mean Okay, age is 18. Okay, not greater than 18. Anyways, okay, the function name I have put the wrong one. Query I have written whose age is 18, but let's see, it's fine. So I can update a query as well. Let me check if I can alter it or not. And now I would love to write 25. Okay, so I'm the one who is the oldest here. Anyways, so yeah, these are the things that how you can use the function, how you can declare and use the function. This is the syntax for a table one, and then how you should use it. Use it with the select star from, and if you have a scalar one, directly write the select and then the function name. If you have any parameter, give it a parameter. Now, what are the limitations and the advantages of a function? Suppose a function is used as a substitute of a store procedure, but there are so many differences between the store procedure and functions. Whenever you have to use a select query only, then it is highly recommended to use functions instead of a store procedure, because the function will run comparatively faster than the store procedure. Other things are that the functions are only made to get a return value something, while the store procedure are for DML operations, and everything is greatly handled by a store procedure. But when you are having a select query or something like that, it is handled better by a function. But you are not allowed to use any kind of a DML queries, like DML operations like insert, update, delete into the function. You cannot write a insert query in this function, whether it's a scalar or table or anything. You cannot write it. Similarly, no try catch, no transactions, nothing is allowed in the functions. So these are the few basic differences between the store procedure and functions, as well as there are some benefits of function and advantages of function. That all the things I believe I have listed here as well. Where is this? Yep. So everything I have written here as well, like function only work with a select statement. Yeah, one more thing that I forgot to mention: if you are having any kind of aggregate functions, it is better perform with the in the UDF instead of a store procedure or anywhere else. One more thing: function compile every time, whether you have a wrong syntax or anything, it compiles. Though it will give you error or something, but it will compile. Function only have input parameters, that what I've shown. There is no output parameter or nothing can be allowed with the function. So you guys are lucky today that you will not get any output parameter exercises today. And then what I told you, try, catch and transaction and all the things are not allowed, because there are no insert, update operations you can perform via function. And these are the differences between the store procedure and UDF. That what I discussed with you. That store procedure can have a return value or not. It is completely on it. I mean, store procedure can return 0 as well, or null as well, or even nothing. That is completely on. But function has to return at least one value. Sorry, not at least one value, has to return only one value, but it has to return something, and rest of the differences are the same as I have discussed. So any question on the UDF, user defined function? Any question or anything that you want to understand in depth? Yeah, I'm hoping it's a so easy concept or something like that, so you guys are not having any question. And I'm considering this silence as that you guys are fine with this and all. Or still, if you have any question or anything, then you can write in a chat box or you can speak directly. So, what are your today's tasks? Again, 4 famous exercises of today. Same, only 4 exercises. And your Udemy course continuation. These are again your day. And if you find, so what I'm seeing, a common thing that everyone is copy pasting each other's code without any single creativity. Even yesterday I found few people that who has used someone else's drive file as well. Wow, so that's great. First let me finish the recording. These are the